I think what makes an ad worth spreading is that I have a visceral experience, that it actually provokes me to laugh. I get goosebumps. I think about something, I go, wow. If you think about what's happened with digital, our whole industry has been very distracted with the digital conversation, as if digital was a thing. Digital's a way, it's freaking gravity. I mean, it is the world that we live in, and it has enabled a lot of really unique things. The biggest thing digital has changed for our world is that you used to plan. You used to launch a campaign, and then you used to put your feet up and see how it worked. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. Now you launch a campaign, you moderate that campaign, you irrigate that campaign, you take comments from somewhere else and you push them out on their way. It's a very active, dynamic, puppeteering type of process where you're constantly irrigating what your audience is thinking and the content that comes out. Their content, your content, and there's a live interaction. And that's fundamentally changed the way brands behave, with people. So the trick is to be able to identify the idea and then to be able to say, where does this idea need to live? Where does this idea deserve to live? Where will it be living and thriving the most? We're big fans of YouTube. We are all about the spreadable ad. We pay a lot of attention to comments. I think we pay a lot of attention to how our advertising gets mimicked. We always say that, in many cases, the, object of the game is to become a Saturday Night Live skit or a parody on YouTube. In some cases, our ads have gotten, Think Different by Apple. I mean, it was parodied by just about everyone. The Mac versus PC ads, parodied by everybody. So I think YouTube is a really great barometer of whether something was interesting enough that I would want to get my friends and a camera and go ahead and put on a show in order to post it. I mean, that's a lot of effort. And when somebody does that, they're engaged at a level that, is a little bit more than just, plussing, I like this, So I think looking at what people do actually content-wise is really important. I think the comments are really important and pay a lot of attention. What I'm most excited about is the fact that now, all these years we've been talking about integration, we really didn't have integration. We had silos that if we worked really hard and fast, we could kind of move back and forth between them. Now we have real integration. Now we have location-based services. We know where things are. We know how you're responding. We know how you feel. We know what time of the day you felt that way. So now we have the ability to really integrate these things and make it meaningful for you. It doesn't need to be meaningful for you in the same way that it's meaningful for somebody who's sitting next to you. And so we now have the opportunity to kind of facilitate all these relationships with people and brands, with audiences and brands, and to be able to kind of invite everybody into a much bigger conversation.